My name is Bishop Tom Dowd. I'm a priest of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Montreal, and since 2011 I've been the auxiliary bishop here in the Archdiocese. Well, I'm part of the Church of Montreal. I was born in Montreal, raised here, did all my sacraments like many other young Catholics do, just lived an ordinary religious practicing life in a household that was a household of faith. Went to high school, public high school in the West Island, Marianopolis College for CEGEP, and Concordia, where I got a degree in international business and finance, which is, people don't believe this, but it's actually a better preparation for the priesthood than you might think. Because thanks to that, you actually learn a lot. Management is about bringing people together. It's about making people be able to work together as a team. At least that's how I saw it. And my specialty was in international cross-cultural communications and management. So the whole international flavor of Montreal is really, it's part of me. It's built into my bones, and the whole dynamics of bringing people together, helping them to know and trust each other, something for me that as a bishop I think is very important. It's not just business, it's part of what it means to be part of this family that we have that's called the Church. So I worked in business for a few years, and after that I guess felt the call, you might say, in order to join the priesthood. I didn't go into the seminary absolutely sure I was going to be a priest, but I knew if I didn't go to seminary, I definitely wasn't going to be a priest. So this was a necessary step, part of the discovery. I think also part of life is discovering ourselves. As much as we're open to others and discovering others, we have to discover ourselves. And so through that, the call to priesthood became stronger and stronger. And so I was ordained as a priest in 2001, in December 7th, 2001, and worked as a priest here in the diocese. And I worked in parishes. I worked in hospital ministry as well, helping tend to the sick and their families. I'm a teacher at Concordia, and I've also taught at McGill recently. And then in 2006, I started working in a head office here downtown, which is how I came to live here at the cathedral. And in 2011, that's when I got the surprise of my life. I got a phone call from the Pope's ambassador in Canada. The official title is the Nuncio. He said I had to meet him. It was urgent. I went to go see him the next day, and that's when he said, the Pope has picked you to be an auxiliary bishop for the Diocese of Montreal. So that was, as I say, the surprise of my life, definitely. Well, the ordination took place here. So the memory and the experience of my ordination as a bishop, and I was ordained at the same time as the current Archbishop, Christian Lépine. So he and I, we tease each other and say we're Episcopal twins. We were twin bishops because we were ordained at the same time. You really get a sense of how a building is part of a community because the community gathered in that place. The church was packed, absolutely packed. People were sitting on the floor on the sides. There was just no room. We couldn't have put anybody else in. And as a good friend of mine put it, there were industrial quantities of joy. This church is the heart of the Church of Montreal, but it's also part of my heart. It's special to me because this is where I was ordained a bishop. And so in this very pew that I'm leaning against here, this is where my parents and my nieces were when I was ordained a bishop. For me to be up there at the main altar looking down at my family and being with my extended family, the huge family of the Church of Montreal, that was an amazing moment for me, one of the best moments of my life.